put my car's interior back together after having all the panels off on the interior to minimise the fire risk. And now I've got the door off so I can sort the rust out in this door before I put my front guard back on. So that's what today's project's all about. I'm going to go check out my rusty driver's side door. Here we have the door. Just a fair bit of rust around here. It looks like an outer skin and an inner skin. It's not the best, but it's kind of out of the line of sight, so it's not as critical as this one. Now I'm going to try and cut this inner skin out and see if I can run a plate around the inside of there without cooking the paint on this panel. I'll see what I can get away with, but first I'm going to cut this off. Cut this out to see what I've got. Probably do a whole lot of rust converting on the inside of that before I start welding stuff to it. So that needs a repair. If you go to my passenger side door, it's already been repaired because that is very different to the other door. So that's obviously been repaired already. We'll see how I go. Got it. First things first, I'll take this door rubber off and the interior panels as well. There's the rust hole, what's left of it. I'm reasonably confident I should be able to clean that up, rust convert it, and then stick a welded patch over the top of that, and then some bog. Be all good. Time to go cut out a patch, tack into there. The way I see it, I've only got 4 or 5 chances to get this right. So I'm just going to cut that out and see how it goes. That's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Just need to get that under there and then tack it in. And I reckon with a bit more of a clean up I can tack that in and hammer it home. So So I'll tack it around the outside and I'll tack it across there and I'll hammer that bit there flat, and it'll be bog time. I wonder if I could repurpose that to go in there. The radius looks alright. I might fall short in the amount of metal that I need, so I think I'll cut this chunk off, see how it goes. This might go a long way towards getting my patch panel. Yes, I think so. Better. Of cutting and shaping my piece of BMW front mudguard. I've also cut out the outer skin of my driver's side Falcon door, and I'm at the point now where I'm getting ready to tack this in. I reckon that's alright to tack up. Get that tacked in this afternoon, and hopefully I can put some bog on it this evening. I'll do the same with the other one now that the paint's dried. It'll be super awesome if I get this door hung tomorrow, but I won't hold my breath. Well, that's that panel tacked in. Probably not going to get any more carried away than that with the welding. I reckon I'll just grind those back and see how they come up. There we go. Probably do another couple of tacks into that one there. But overall I'm pretty happy with that. I think that will tidy up alright once there's some bog on it. This one here is nowhere near as pretty, but fortunately you can't really see it very easily under the door there. Once the door rubber's back on, and it's been treated to a generous coat of filler. Should be all good. I have to re-drill these holes. That's no big deal. I'm going to put my GoPro on charge. It's going flat. Well, I've sprayed rust converter onto my door. Very tempted to leave it as it is. Done that corner as well. I'm actually quite liking the look of that stitched on patch. I may just leave it as it is so I can stick the door on tomorrow. Right, it's the next morning. I chucked a sneaky layer of bog onto my driver's side door last night before I went to bed, so I'd have time to cure overnight, and I'm going to buzz that back this morning and see how it looks. A little bit more of a tidy up. I might have to do a bit of hand sanding to get that down to where I want it. It's looking pretty satisfactory. Fortunately, since it's the inside door skin, I'm not going to get too carried away making it look pretty. It just has to look tidy. Again, that's tidying up alright, and I'm not going to concern myself with these divots and low points, because obviously it's not really going to be in anyone's line of sight, so I just want to make it look a little bit tidier. I'll just chuck some primer and some satin black on it and call it done. Paint it and hide it.
Feels quite smooth.
Yeah, this bit here is alright, and this is the bit that you see above the rubber, because that's where the hole was before. So as the rubber goes down past there, it should be alright. Bit of paint on it.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. This one here, it's come up pretty nice. I'm just going to chuck paint on that, I'm not going to get too carried away.
So smooth.
Yep, we'll paint that up right now. Not much bit of paint on it. Bog line. I'm not going to worry about it. The primer has dried. Give that a quick sand off. That's not that great. Big chunk of welding there anyway. This one here looks alright. Maybe not. Let that dry. These door cards are quite damaged, so I don't have any high hopes for them to hold in there, but at least the clips aren't broken themselves. Yeah, that's pretty stuffed. It might be alright. There. These ones down the bottom though. Too far gone. That'll be enough to stave off the temptation of using tech screws. What that means, you just slip a tech screw through the door trim and hold it onto the door panel that way. It's not ideal. Satisfactory. Right, let's get the door over to the It's a week after I initially fitted the door back to my car. It turned out to be a massive headache trying to get this door realigned. I had to rope my wife in while my son was on recording duties, and it was such a long, tedious affair. Yeah, I'm not going to add that into the video, but here we are, the door shuts. Door lines are not that flash. Let's not worry about that. Instead observe that it is back on the car. That's the repair. Looking pretty obvious, but that's okay. That other one under there, you can barely... Well, I'm not going to get down on the ground to have a look at it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And that's that. Door back on. Good result. The next video we'll be doing some rust prep for the inner guards before I put the guards back on. And happy with that. Let's see if I can get the door to shut. Ooh. Second attempt. Ooh, ugly, ugly, ugly. Hey, third attempt. There we go. I might have to pay a panel beater to get my doors to sit properly, because I don't know if I have the patience for it.